From the hallowed grounds of Fenway Park, MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the St. Louis Cardinals and the Boston Red Sox.
I'm back.
This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. Almost ready to get underway. And on the hill today, Tanner Houck. What do we have on him?
He's got that splitter, and it's a pitch that swings and misses, come fast, and they come often. Very difficult to pick up out of his hand.
Ready to go now. Here's the left fielder, Lars
Nootbaar.
And that's in for a strike. And the home opener is underway. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. In time. And a drop third strike leads to the first out.
Batting second, center fielder, Wilson
Here's Contreras now. Hard hit to third. The throw to first. And Contreras is retired.
Batting third,
Here's
first
the Cardinals
baseman,
lineup now.
Baker.
It features a great veteran presence, Nolan Arenado.
You out.
Well, he's been incredible recently, Boog. Last month, his on-base percentage was over 500. It's just ridiculous, man. I don't think my on-base percentage was ever 500 in a month. This guy's so disciplined as a hitter. It leads him to finding good pitches to hit, and he's got the patience to just take a walk as well.
Up the middle. Whips it to Casas. Third out.
You so go.
Birds down quietly. And now the Red Sox get their turn. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on
Dude.
the show. Back inside Fenway Park. And on the hill, the lefty, Steven Matz. What do we have on him?
Well, the key for him.
Welcome to the stream. I am the Sipipty.
All four of his pitches. I mean, he can get by with three if one isn't working, but it becomes a little tough.
Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. I am Sippily. Trying to get your name right. Welcome to the stream, buddy. You've tuned in to GOAT's International Sports Showdown, hosted by myself, Devin Smith. And we're doing seasons 2025. Checking out, I think this is game 7 of the season 9 MLB season I'm doing. St. Louis Cardinals taking on Boston Red Sox. So I definitely hope you enjoy the matchup. I'm going to do some more matchups too.
The command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the
coming up.
game, but if that's how it's
and I'm going to get more in depth with this baseball because this baseball is a very exciting season, just like the others. But anyway, if you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the chat room. I normally do commentary as well, but feel free to leave any information in the chat room. You can also check out my YouTube shorts if you like sports on the shorts. And you can also check out my YouTube channel. And for all new subscribers and old subscribers, those who support the channel, thank you for your love and support for this channel of GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2025, hosted by myself, Devin Smith.
Now snap throw to first. Durant back in on a dive.
Yeah, and here's a fun stat on Devers. He's at his best when he's hitting homers and doubles, and by the time he was 26 years old, Devers already had over 150 home runs and more than 200 doubles. He's just the 15th player in baseball history with those kinds of numbers at that age.
That's too low. 2-0. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Now 3-0. Durant aboard here at first with nobody out. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, we've seen this recipe cook up a big inning plenty
Batting
of times.
third.
2 runners
Third
on, nobody
baseman,
out, and they're in the
Alex
heart of their order.
Bregman.
It's just a great opportunity to put up a crooked number.
Now it's Alex Bregman. Yeah, there's the strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
No outs, runners at first and second. Here's the pitch. It's a double steal. That's in for a strike. Throw to third, and he's out. Man at second.
Ball. 1 and 2.
And that one is downstairs. 2 and 2.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2 and 2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Next offering is downstairs.
Okay.
Fights it off. He'll see another. And he gets Bregman. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Most guys are very aggressive when they see the stakes out there on the base paths and can't understand why he wasn't ready to swing the bat. You've got to be ready to swing the bat in a situation like that with the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Tristan Casas stands in now and watches strike 1.
Ball.
In the dirt, but kept
1 ball.
close.
1 strike.
Ball to strike. The pitch.
Up.
This one in the dirt.
1 ball. 2 strike.
Runner at second. 2 down. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Gets it there in time, though, and they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. Nothing in the first for Boston. An inning complete at Fenway. No score here on the show. Back here at Fenway
Leading
Park.
off for
So
the
now it's Nolan
Cardinals. Third
Arenado.
baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Hout back to work. Up and in, and that's ball 1. Tap foul at the plate. The 1-1. Misses the sweeper.
1 and 2.
That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper. That's a little bit low.
Count's full.
On the ground, right side. And that one handled. Throws to first. 1 out in the second.
Batting 5th, catcher Ivan Herrera.
And now it's Ivan Herrera. Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Here's the second baseman, Brendan Donovan. First pitch, and he just misses.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect him to swing at.
Next offering is in for a strike. Clyde Washington with home plate duties in this one.
A little bit of a low zone boot from Clyde. Nothing crazy, though. Pitchers that work consistently down around the knees and are able to command their off-speed stuff tend to have some pretty good success with him back there behind the plate.
Pulls that one foul. Ground ball could be two. Campbell has it for one, and that's two. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. Down to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here in Boston, here's the veteran shortstop, Trevor Story.
Shortstop, Trevor Story.
There's the strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at-bat to hit.
Next offering popped in the air, right field, and a quick out, number one. And now here is Wilyer Abreu. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms in the sport. On the ground, and that's a fair ball.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
And now the rookie second baseman delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play, because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
Swing and a ball popped in the air, and that's a foul ball. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. That missed by a lot. Now 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in
Carlos
front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
Carlos Narvaez up next for the Red Sox. Just missed. Ground ball left side, and foul ball. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. That one fouled off. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Second inning here, no score. Swings through that one, it's a strikeout. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. We played 2 full, we're tied, 0-0. Back here in
Leading
Boston,
off
now
for
it's the
Cardinals,
DH,
designated
Jordan
hitter,
Walker.
Jordan Walker.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man on base to start the inning.
Batting 8th, right fielder, Victor Scott.
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Victor Scott. And ball one.
That's a ball.
Howe, 28 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2017. Next offering is in for a strike. In the dirt. Next offering is down low.
3-1.
Late with the swing there.
3-2.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Batting
Now
ninth,
he's got 2
shortstop,
runners on after
Mason
that walk,
Wynn.
and things can get out of hand in a hurry in these situations, so he's going to have to find a way to get back into the strike zone.
Now here is Mason Wynn.
Ball.
Squirts away a little bit. Runners stay where they are. That's ball one. That one out to right. Abreu on his way over. He's got it. Runner tags at second. Throw into third. And he moves up 90 feet. Runners at the corners now. One away.
Now batting left fielder, Lars Nootbaar.
And here's the St. Louis leadoff man, Lars Nootbaar. 0 for 1 so far.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
The 1-0. He was late there. Strike one.
1 ball.
Top of the
1 strike.
third. No score. And it is 2-1.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
That clips the corner.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the Cardinals score first. It's 1-0. Here comes the throw. And he's in there. As they jump ahead, a run scores.
Now batting
Picks himself up
center
an
fielder,
RBI.
Wilson
Once you get the ball by the
Contreras.
pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
2 on, 1 out. And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. Grounded out his first time up. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
Traffic on the bases with one already in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Rips that one center field. Snags it on the run. Runner tags for home. To the plate. Save. And they take a 2-run lead.
Well, he hit that one pretty well. I think it would have been a lot more than a sac fly if not for that nice play by the outfielder to track it down. Good job of getting the run in.
So 2 down now, and here is Lucan Baker. Grounded out his first time up.
One ball, no strike.
In the dirt, blocked. 2 outs. Hit on the ground to short. Story. They get the force. That's out number 3. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Cardinals 2 and the Red Sox nothing. And we're back here at Fenway Park. Leading off, Cedar Rafaela.
Center fielder, Cedar Rafaela.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
And that drops in for a strike. Another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Away, away, away. And clearly that was the plan right there. He just wasn't able to put it in play. And that should tell you something as a hitter. Sometimes you're a little too conscious of the inside pitch, and you're not able to cover that outside part of the plate. So clearly some adjustments to be made next time.
So the Red Sox lineup turns over, and stepping in is the speedy Jarren Duran. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. One down, base is empty. And that one just missed off the outside edge. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
1 out, base is empty. Pitch misses. Now 2-2.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Out to short. Win. Zips it to first, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd.
Now batting, designated hitter Rafael Devers.
2 down, base is empty. Rafael Devers up next for the Red Sox. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. And that one in there at the knees for a strike. 0-1. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. That's way outside. Now 1-2.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. And there's a ball.
2-2.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Contreras under it, and he's got it. Back in Boston as we go to the top of the 4th. Here's Nolan Arenado.
So, Boog, you went to college in this town. What was it like for you being a college student and having the opportunity to bounce over here to Fenway Park and see some games?
Yeah, in fact, 1990, a couple of college classmates and I, we were in college. We bought standing room tickets, and then the next night got a chance to see the Red Sox clinch the East against the White Sox in that sliding catch in the corner by Tom Brudansky. The Red Sox would end up losing to the Oakland A's in the playoffs, but that's one of the things that I'll think about in terms of memories from going to college and going to Fenway. Swing and a miss. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Ivan Herrera next up for the Cardinals. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Anything in particular stand out to you as far as moments at Fenway Park?
Wow, you know, it's unfortunate because I remember as an Oakland A's player, we were up in the series against the Red Sox 2-0. All we needed to do was close out a Saturday night ball game. We went extra innings. The Red Sox won that ball game. And then Sunday, they pushed the series by winning Game 4 back to Oakland for Game 5. And unfortunately, they won Game 5 as well.
Outside low, going to count 1-2. That was 2003, and the Red Sox would eventually get their hearts broken by Aaron Boone, but end the curse a year later. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Throw to first, and it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout.
Now batting, second
2 outs, base is empty.
Donovan.
Now up for St. Louis, Brendan Donovan. He hit into a double play his first time up. And the pitch is outside, ball 1.
Ball 2.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. And down in order go the Cardinals as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Ready to go, bottom 4. And now it's Alex Bregman.
Third baseman, Alex Bregman.
Fastball first.
Ammo Boston Platano Power.
You know, these Red Sox, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Pitch in the dirt, and it's 2-1.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Three balls, 2 strikes.
Chopped out towards short. Whips it across, and they get Bregman for the out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Tristan Casas.
Now batting Tristan Casas. He's 0 for 1. That one the other way. Zips it across, and that quickly 2 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Trevor Story.
Here's Story now. Flied to right his first time. And a foul ball. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider.
1-1.
And he grounds one to the right side. Tosses to first, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Down in order go the Red Sox, and they're down 2-0. Back here at Fenway, all set for the start of the inning. Here's the Cardinal DH, Jordan Walker. Houck back to work. Inside. And that is ball 1. strike on the inside corner.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Up next for the Cardinals, right
And up
fielder,
next for
Victor
St. Louis,
Scott.
Victor Scott. He reached out a walk his first time. Yeah, that's fouled off. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Left field. Duran makes the play, and there's 2 away.
Up next for the Cardinals, shortstop,
And here
Mason
is
Wynn.
Mason Wynn. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and he reaches safely.
Waste no time there.
Now
That's
batting
one of those
left
you
fielder,
classify as
Lars
just too
Nootbaar.
hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And there's a foul ball. And that's
the
down
ball.
and away.
1-1.
Right through there for a strike. Win the runner at first with 2 gone. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. And that skips in the dirt. Two outs. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. So 1 hit is all they get. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Cardinals 2 and the Red Sox nothing. Back now at Fenway.
Lead
John
off
Sharpie with
for
my buddy
the
Chris
Red Sox.
Singleton. It's set to get
Right
us started.
fielder,
Bottom 5. Wilyer Abreu.
Abreu.
Foul ball there.
You know, these Red Sox just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time.
Well, he froze him with the changeup right there, and I think he was so geared up for
Now
fastball.
batting,
Once he
number
recognized
28.
that it was off speed, he just wasn't able to make an adjustment. So a really good strikeout, and pitcher just won the battle.
Number 28 batting for the second time, and that's strike 1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
It's in and out of his glove, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get
Now
the
batting,
out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of
Carlos
keeping the ball out of the air,
Narvaez.
lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And next for the Red Sox, Carlos Narvaez. Just missed.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
2 balls, no strikes.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
2 down, nobody on. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. And downstairs.
3-1.
Narvaez started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, no swing. Earl Hendricks with the call.
Pretty
Now
easy walk
batting,
right there.
the
Last
center
pitch
fielder,
wasn't even much to think about.
Rafaela.
Next to hit, Cedon Rafaela. His first at bat was a strikeout.
Oh, this guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold Glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things, but also has some streakiness as well. I think the key is just trying to find a way for him to be consistent day in and day out. He saves runs in the outfield, so that's going to buy him more time to work things out at the dish.
The Red Sox down by a pair. Last half of inning number 5. Fouled off down the right side. Breaking ball misses down and away.
1 and 2.
Step off, throw to first.
He beat it.
Narvaez dives back in safely. Fouls it off, still 1 and 2. Swing and a miss, and that is that. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Cardinals 2 and the Red Sox nothing. Top of the 6th
Lead
inning.
off
Wilson
for the
Contreras
Cardinals.
now up
Center
to the plate.
fielder, Wilson Contreras.
The right-hander back to work. Down and away for ball 1. Just missed. And it's fouled away. That
3
one
ball,
not
1
close. 3-1. Gets under it and pops it up. Sizes this one up. Corrals it. And there's one away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Lucan Baker.
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Lucan Baker. 0 for 2 in this one. Baker, 27 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2018. In there at the knees.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the
1
edge
ball,
of the
1
plate.
strike.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And that's in the dirt. Just off the outside part of the plate.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one is
It's
inside
ball
ball
4.
4. And I mean, oh, so close.
Didn't miss by much
Now
right
batting,
there. Just
third
couldn't get the
baseman,
call
Nolan
off the inside corner.
Arenado.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Chop back up the middle. Over to first, and they get Arenado for the out.
Now batting, catcher Ivan Herrera.
And here is Ivan Herrera, 1 for 2. And that one gets past the catcher. Baker up to third on the wild pitch.
Have to be really sure you can make it safely to third when you're in scoring position and 2 outs. Got to get that run across. Very important. Does a nice job of reading it. Gets to third base. Now just 90 feet away.
Baker on third with 2 out. Fly ball down the line. Durant on the move. He's there. He's got it. And that's the third out. No runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Cardinals 2 and the Red Sox nothing. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. JoJo Romero. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
JoJo Romero.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now batting Jarren Duran.
Left fielder Jarren Duran.
Slice the other way and foul. That one pulled foul. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Here's Rafael Devers. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. The Red Sox trailing by 2 here in the bottom of the 6th. Hit weakly on the ground. Throws to first in time. And Devers is set down.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front. Rolled over it. Put it on the ground.
Here's Alex Bregman. First offering, and it just misses.
You want to be patient here. Try to work a walk if you can. You've got a big power bat behind you in the on-deck circle, and with 2 outs, 1 swing can put you right back in this ball game.
There's a strike at the knees, and it's 1-1.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Two outs. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Two down, nobody on. Line drive. That's a hit.
Now batting, the first
So a
baseman,
man at first.
Casas.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Tristan Casas. Just missed. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
That's inside.
2-1.
Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Caught him looking for the K. And the Red Sox leave 1. They trail it here 2-0.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the Red
back.
Sox.
We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the
Number
mound,
83.
Brennan Bernardino.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Leading off
Brendan
for St.
Donovan,
Louis,
now at the
second
plate.
baseman, Brendan Donovan.
Breaking ball misses down and away. That's a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now
Nice
batting,
job of driving that
designated
pitch
hitter,
the other way
Jordan
on the
Walker.
line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Jordan Walker getting ready to hit. And that's in there for strike 1. The Red Sox with some bullpen action. Aroldis Chapman, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Whitlock, a right-hander, loosening up as well. And now the count is even. Donovan gets his lead at first with nobody out. The 1-1 is fouled off. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Rafaela in position. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Victor Scott.
Victor Scott next up for the Cardinals. And that drops in for a strike.
This guy absolutely flies. The defense wants to turn 2, but they've got to get a ball they can do it with. Make sure you get the first out before you try to rush and get 2 and end up with nothing.
Swinging a foul straight back. Man at first, 1 away. That smash towards center. Rafaela brings it in with a nice running grab.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
And now the shortstop, Mason Wynn. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. In the dirt.
1-0.
To second, and he's out. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. Nothing doing there for St. Louis, but they're on top 2-0.
Now pitching for
We're
St.
back
Louis.
in a new pitcher here to start the
Number
bottom of the
88.
seventh. Phil Maton.
Phil
The offense
Maton.
will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. Here's Trevor Story
Leading
now.
off for the
These
Red
fans
Sox.
definitely want to get
Shortstop,
involved in
Trevor
the game.
Story.
All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
In there at the knees for a strike.
But this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. That one drilled left field, and it's caught for the out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Wilyer.
Now it's the right fielder,
Abreu.
Wilyer Abreu. That one's in there, 0-1. Movement in the bullpen for the Cardinals. John King getting loose out there. The Red Sox down by a pair here at the bottom of the seventh. Ripped on a line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
Now batting, number 28.
Now it's the second baseman. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss
No ball.
as he was out front that time. Off the plate, it's a ball and 2 strikes. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Carlos Narvaez up next for the Red Sox. He is struck out and he is walked. Over to first and he's safe. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Next offering is fouled back. Tying run at the plate. This one in the air, right field. Scott makes the catch, and that is the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Cardinals 2 and the Red Sox nothing.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the Red
back,
Sox.
and a new arm on the mound to start the
Number
8th.
22.
Garrett Whitlock.
Just trying to keep this one
Garrett
close here,
Whitlock.
and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Mason
Leading
Wynn
off
digs
for the
in now.
Cardinals, shortstop Mason Wynn.
Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. 0-1.
You know, these Cardinals, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
To first, they get him, but it was pretty close. Lars Nootbaar will hit next. On the ground right side. Whips it to Casas. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Now batting, center fielder Wilson Contreras.
2 down, base is empty. Wilson Contreras. Next up for the Cardinals. Knee high, that's in for a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Aroldis Chapman, the veteran southpaw, is getting ready to come on if needed. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss as he was late.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Got him looking. And it's a 3 up, 3 down inning. Nothing across here this half. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Cardinals 2 and the Red Sox nothing.
Now pitching for
Back
St.
now,
Louis.
new pitcher on the mound as we
Number
roll into the
62,
bottom of the 8th. Kyle Leahy. Here's the center fielder,
Leading off
Cedar
for the Red
Rafaela,
Sox.
who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Cedar Rafaela.
Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Got him looking. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after
next
this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Duran batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball, just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
Great swing and solid contact, just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
And a good eye there.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's what it was. If you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
That missed by a lot. And the count is even 2-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
And here is Devers. Swinging a foul straight back. The Red Sox trailing by 2 here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that one fouled off. Oh, and 2 now. And that skips in the dirt.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
To the right side. Jump throw, and that's a nice play to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Red Sox. They're still down. It's 2-zip. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the first baseman,
Leading
Luken
off
Baker.
for St. Louis, first baseman, Luken Baker.
Whitlock back to work. Right through there for a strike. Double barrel action in the bullpen. Garrett Crochet, the left-hander, up and throwing. Weiser also getting ready. And that is out of play. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to
third
hit and
baseman,
just couldn't get
Nolan
to it. I think that
Arenado.
slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. Way out front for strike 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
That missed inside, and it's 1-2. Base is empty, one away here at the top of the ninth. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Narvaez down to first. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
2 outs, base is empty. Now at the plate, Ivan Herrera. 1 for 3. Edge of the zone, call the strike. It's 0-1. That's down and in. That one misses. Ball 2. On the ground to the left, and it stays fair.
Well, they call that an advantage count
Now
for a
batting,
reason. You're
second
so much
baseman,
more likely to
Brendan
get something you
Donovan.
can handle. Turned on it nicely, definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
And now Brendan Donovan out to short. They take the force out, and that is that. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Cardinals 2 and the Red Sox nothing. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Ryan Helsley. He comes in with a chance for his second save of the season.
Ryan Helsley.
Here's the third baseman,
Leading
Alex
off for
Bregman.
the Red Sox. Third baseman,
Red Sox fans are
Alex
frustrated,
Bregman.
no question. Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Swing and a foul out of play.
That's a book.
Battling here as he fouls it away. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Lifted in the air down the left side. Nootbaar pulls it in on the run.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That
Now
front
batting,
shoulder coming
first
open instead of
baseman,
staying
Tristan
closed. If he
Casas.
does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Helsley measures 6 feet 2 inches, 30 years old now, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2015. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Nootbaar makes the grab, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Trevor Story.
So the Red Sox down to their final out. Trevor Story comes up to the plate. 0 for 3 in this one. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
No ball. 1 strike.
And now the 0-1.
a ball.
Just missed.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
1 strike away. And he hits a ground ball right side, and that's just foul. Two outs. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, a low-scoring ball game in this one. 2-0 game, few errors, pretty clean. That's kind of what you want to see in terms of defense and pitching. A couple of runs was all it took to get the W today.
2-0 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.